Hi everyone, my name is Stephanie. I'm one of the newer members of the UKA team, and as you can probably tell from my accent, I grew up in Toronto, Canada. I compete in the 100 meters, the 200 meters, and the long jump, and I do all of this using an artificial leg. When I was 16, I became an amputee. I was accidentally run over by a motorboat and got caught in the propellers, and my surgeon thought that he knew that I was really active and I love sports, and he decided the best way for me to continue being active was to amputate and to then use an artificial leg for the rest of my life. So people are always really, surprised when they walk into my closet and they just see, shelves full of legs. But, sometimes you need a different leg or a different situation. So this is my training and competition foot that I use when I'm doing track and field. The entire thing is made out of carbon fiber, so it's ultra lightweight. And this is a very specialized foot that you have on the bottom. It's called a cheetah. And this is the kind of leg that most international amputees run in. And basically what happens is when I step down on it, this part here compresses almost like a spring, and it stores the energy, and that way when I push back off it returns energy to me. And this foot is definitely responsible for the drop in times that amputees have seen over the past 15 years. The next foot is a water leg. This is what I would use if I was going to the beach or hanging around the pool. And so this leg has no metal components in it at all, so it's not going to rust. And it also has a really neat feature. As you can see, there's two small holes here, and these actually allow water to come into the leg. So if I'm using it in the water, it neutralizes the buoyancy on it. And if I didn't have those holes, this leg would be ultra light and would basically float on top of the water while my other leg is sinking towards the bottom, so it would be kind of awkward. This next leg is, it's also called a sport leg. But unlike my competition and training foot for track, which is only designed to pretty much run in a straight line and jump off of, this leg affords me a little bit more agility. As you can see, it has this heel plate at the bottom, so if I wanted to play basketball, play a little bit of rugby, this is the kind of leg that I would use to do that. And this leg is probably one of my favorite legs. This is actually one of the first legs that I ever had made, and this is my high heel leg. So if I was going out somewhere fancy for the evening, a nice dinner or dancing, this leg allows me to wear 3-inch heels while doing that. And for everyday use, just if I'm walking or even if I'm weightlifting, this is the kind of leg that I would use. And as you can probably see right now, the toenails are pointed a nice bright pink color. About a month ago, I booked a pedicure. And so I called the place and I explained to them, I only have one foot, so I really need to give this to me half price. And they said no, and I thought, surely the lady just misunderstood what I was saying. And so I went to my appointment and I re-explained again, I only have one foot, it's half the time, it is half the materials, so is it all right if we agree that I'm going to have this done half price? And again, they said no. And I didn't really know what to expect, because I guess, it was the first pedicure I'd ever had, and so I just said, I'm going to have to insist that everything you do to this foot, you're going to have to do to my artificial foot. And I wish I had had the camera to record the poor esthetician that was, giving this foot the deep tissue massage and, then painting the toes. But as you can see, he actually did a pretty good job, so maybe it was worth it in the end. So I got a call from another reporter asking why I decided to start representing Great Britain earlier this year when I had previously represented Canada. So I just wanted to take this opportunity just to clear everything up. I'm actually eligible to run for 3 different countries, as I hold passports for Great Britain, Canada, and New Zealand. Both my parents are British. My mom is from Durham County and my dad is from Glasgow, and they're both in the hospitality industry and love to travel. So once they were married, they took contracts all over the world, everywhere from the Sudan to Hawaii to New Zealand. And when they were in New Zealand, my mom found out that she was pregnant with me, And so they decided to wait to stay until after I was born. And from there, we ended up moving back to Great Britain. And when I was about 4 years old, my dad had a great job offer from Canada, and so they decided to move to Toronto permanently. So just to summarize, I have New Zealand citizenship through birth, I have British citizenship through my parents, and I have Canadian citizenship through a naturalization. So why did I switch? It was a really tough decision, and one that I put a lot of thought into. My roots are with Great Britain, but I grew up in Canada. And one of the questions that my mom asked me when I was making the decision was, Stephanie, can you wear the British uniform with pride, when you were walking into that stadium in 2012? And I can. I'm really proud of my heritage, and it would be an honor to be able to represent Great Britain in that capacity. And like I said, my dad's Scottish, my mom's English, and so they took every chance to remind us of how great both countries were, but why their countries were better. They're just really proud of where they're from, and that pride just filtered down into me. So in the wake of having the opportunity to represent two amazing countries that I love, it pretty much boiled down to a question of the quality of the high performance program, and Great Britain won hands down. I am working with an amazing team right now. They really are the best of the best, and I just never expected to have an opportunity like this, and it really is just a dream come true.